know you hear it. Boo! Boo! Chase! Boo! You shouldn't even see the
Now you've been summoned for a special occasion. I stay ready cause destiny impatient. Changes, I've been seeing.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Tonight, it'll be the Golden State Warriors going up against the Chicago Bulls. For Chicago, it's been a very successful first half of the season for them. When the opportunity to win a ball game has been there for them, they have grabbed it over and over. Well, we've seen the impact NBA players can have off the court as well as on. Che.
The fog pouring across the Golden Gate Bridge and into the Bay Area tonight. We're just about set for action. And you've got it on 2K Sports for Wednesday night action in the NBA. And a quick look here at some of the numbers. DA, take it away.
And for Che, it wasn't a straight line path to the NBA. He stayed in college longer than expected. Then there was the decision to walk off at Bay City. He needed strong performances at the draft combine and in Summer League just to get a shot. But now he's making the most of those chances. Guys?
Fantastic as always, David. Thank you. Shea certainly had his ups and downs, Greg, along the way.
Well, ultimately, having to fight for a spot in this league may make him a better player. He's already been tested and come out on top.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. G out there with Wendell Carter. And it's White in at the point. And for the Warriors, Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Green down low with Looney. And it's Wiggins in at small forward.
Here we go.
And it's Chicago to start out. Now here's White. And there's the pass to D. Outside, Levine. Porter looking it over. Down low. D lays it up and banks it in.
Well, the basketball IQ on display for Otto Porter makes the right read there.
And against the Warriors, no lead is safe. They erase deficits, Bill, as you know, as quickly as any team we've seen.
Yeah, the 3-ball was, you know, when I was growing up and when you were growing up and you were down 15 in the third quarter, it was almost insurmountable. Like you really had to have a lot of stuff going on. Yeah, now it's like you make 4 threes and you're down 3. And the Warriors are the best at that. They're the best three-point shooting team ever.
In the blink of an eye.
Yeah.
Just incredible.
You're up 17 and you still don't feel safe, and that's just who they are.
And they don't blink. And like there's never panic, right? You never see panic.
Never. They're very comfortable with who they are.
And here's White after the three-pointer from Klay Thompson. And Looney sends it back. Here's Wiggins. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Well, the IQ is just off the charts for Steph Curry. He senses when the defense has left someone open, and I guarantee you he will put it on time and on target.
Now here's Levine. 11 points for him in that last game against Portland.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance.
Here's Curry after the made shot from D. Outside Curry. They get a hand on it.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
And it's White missing.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
And so here is Chicago following the score by Golden State. It's good.
Yeah, under control. White has those short, quick strides.
Passes it to Looney. Thompson against Levine. Wiggins outside. Rebound by the Bulls.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
White, good.
Wow, how about the start to this game? Taking excellent shots, capitalizing on everything the defense is giving him. This is great stuff.
Now here's Wiggins. He's coming off a 13-point game against Oklahoma City.
And a lot of those points came at the free throw line, really because of his aggression. He was playing the game with force, always catching his man on his heels.
And Bill, we've seen more and more teams base their offenses around three-point shooters. Threes are at an all-time high. We know that. Should the NBA, that in mind, do anything to address this via any rule change? Which I don't know what that would mean, but it has been talked about.
I don't like changing. I think it's going to manifest itself with it doesn't work in the playoffs as well. And teams are going to slowly realize like that you need to blend an inside-outside game at least a little bit.
Well, you can't lose what the game is.
No,
it's bigs and smalls, it's inside, it's outside.
And it's still passing and unselfishness. The Warriors take a lot of threes, but they're the most unselfish team we have, and they create a lot of layups, and they play, you know, they're really creative. And you just can't, that just can't be your thing as we shoot 53s, here's our offense. The problem is you're still going to get in these games where 2 points really matters, you know, and that's what you saw with Kawhi in the playoffs last year. These games slow down, it's going to be a 92-89 ending, and your team needs to get 10 baskets in the fourth quarter, no matter how you're going to get them. You still need somebody who can do that, too.
And the shot's good from D. D's got 6 points.
Well, as soon as you recognize a size mismatch, you have to attack.
White against Curry. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And here's Green outside. Carter pulls it in. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Bulls. Fresh from a win against Portland.
Yeah, they took advantage of some porous defense in that one. Really got the shots they wanted.
Give them some credit. I'll tell you this, Greg. They caught an opponent on a very off night defensively, and you take advantage. Simple as that.
4 on the clock. Here's Levine. And that one hits back iron.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
And the Warriors miss again. Outside, White. On the wing, Porter. And Carter has it in the corner. And he gets it to go from the corner.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Boy, Greg, neither team willing to give an inch and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Bill, hypothetically, 2-on-2, Steph Curry and Del Curry against Clay and Michael Thompson. Which family tandem wins?
Are they playing right now, or are we
No, they're going back in their prime.
So it's prime against prime.
Prime against prime.
I think
this is right in your wheelhouse.
I think Clay and Michael would win. Because Michael Thompson he was really good back in the day.
Yeah.
I don't think Del Curry or Steph Curry could have handled him with a low post. I think if they were playing now, I think Curry's would be like 20-point favorites. They just shoot threes.
I think Del can still shoot.
I think Del should be in a team. They can't. The Rockets couldn't put him in the corner like Ryan Anderson. I think he can still play.
This tug-of-war game continues.
And guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
Outside, White. Pass to Porter. Outside, Levine. Porter finds White. Hits it from three-point range. White's got 7.
An assertive offensive player. White knows he has the green light to rise and fire.
Here's Curry with the 3. And it's Chicago with the rebound. D's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Bean passes to D. There's the 3. Warriors with the rebound. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season.
Yeah, an interconference matchup, and these are two teams at different ends of the spectrum as far as the talent is concerned.
So for the Bulls, Lowry Marketing comes in for Carter, and Zadaransky subbed in for White. Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Zadaransky, the pass to D. Inside. And that one's good by Porter. And the Bulls lead by 4.
The length and athleticism of Otto Porter, able to weather the contact. Terrific strength on that one.
Lee passes to Thompson. Goes up on the wing. Rebounded by D. D's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Bill defenders are doing a better job of challenging the shooter from the side so they don't foul and don't step into that landing space when he comes down from shooting.
Yeah, I don't like the landing space. And all that stuff. Like,
well, what would you call
load management? We have all these phrases now. It's like, how did these phrases come in my life?
Load management is interesting.
Load management's the worst. Where did that start?
I don't know.
Can we just play basketball?
Just like work. Yeah, just rest.
What's the thing they call when the guy travels, but they say it's not? It's like he's gathering the ball. That's another one. When did we start saying that?
Gathering the
I never
ball.
said gathering the ball in my life until 2 years ago. Enough with the weird phrases.
Yeah. And it's Looney with the rebound. Warriors trail by 6. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
And here's Thompson. He's coming off a 19-point game against Oklahoma City. To the middle. Here's Lee. Out of hand on it. And he recovers it. Kept alive. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
You're fighting to keep the possession alive, something this guy does so well.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Pascal. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 4 assists in the game. They've got Klay Thompson. Steph Curry's out there with Draymond Green. And it's Poole in at the 2. That's the Warriors' 5. Left side, Levine. 6 to shoot. Lays it up off the glass. Levine's got the game tied up here for Chicago.
Boy, that's a tough shot. Levine showing some intensity inside.
Here's Poole, guarded by Levine. Poole, the pass to Pascal. Bill, you study pop culture. The 2K Esports League is a phenomenon right now, which is sweeping the country. Do you think that's going to alter the perception of gaming in any way?
Yeah, I would say it has one of the best chances of any esports league to succeed because people just love basketball. And you can feel it there in the offseason. The shift in basketball content and the fact that it's now a 12-month-a-year sport for us. And now it goes from the playoffs to the draft to where people going in free agency. And then that plays out for a month, and then something else will happen. All of a sudden, it's August.
Summer leagues are
summer
coming
leagues
up.
happening, and then all of a sudden the season's close, and then you just kind of recycle, and it's a 12-month-a-year sport.
Right. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Bill, I wanted to go back to what you were talking about with the 2K League, and you mentioned how basketball has grown into essentially a 12-month-a-year sport.
For me, a 2K Esports League just makes sense. It fits into that. I think people love the players. I think they care about these athletes, in basketball, so much more than the other sports. And for me, it's really gratifying because I've loved basketball my whole life. And for a while there, when I grew up as a kid, they were tape delaying the finals, and it was like the second-tier league. And now to see how popular it is and how much people love it, it's just, I feel like I was in early. I'm sure you do too.
Absolutely. I mean, when Magic Johnson is a rookie and starting at center in Game 6 in Philadelphia, yes.
And it was tape delayed.
And it was tape delayed.
My beloved Boston Celtics won the 1981 title, and it was on tape delay in Boston, and I went to bed, and my dad woke me up to watch the game for me, and it's not even 40 years ago. So I think the other thing that really helps with the 2K Esports League is that these guys play 2K, the actual players.
Yeah, right.
They
care about it.
They care about it. They have an incredible amount of time on their hands because they're too famous and they can't go anywhere. So they're in hotel suites. They're bringing with the PlayStation or Xbox
stuff.
with me,
Right.
with them. They're playing their friends. They're playing each other online, and this is what they're doing all day.
Curry against White. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And a solid playmaker. White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
Bill, you're a basketball historian. We know that. Do fans romanticize too much about the past?
I would say the other way. I think they don't appreciate it enough, especially like the millennials and Gen Z. You know you're out there. You're playing this game right now. They tend to think the league started when Kobe showed up and that the 90s and the 80s didn't happen. I sense a real resentment from the younger fans with the LeBron versus MJ thing because LeBron's their guy. They get to watch LeBron. They don't want to hear that MJ was better than him, so they make the case for LeBron and the way things are now.
But what about like the Oscar Robertsons, the Elgin Baylors, and we talked about, my goodness, you talk about some of these players. Unbelievable.
Yeah,
fantastic
60s,
numbers.
70s, 80s.
Oh.
I think part of what hurts is people can go on YouTube, and when you watch some of the older stuff, nobody's playing defense.
Pass to Porter. A 3-ball. The Warriors pull it in. Green's got 5 rebounds tonight. Thompson outside. Back to Green. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Well, Draymond Green can dole out as much punishment as he receives, and right there goes into the teeth of the defense.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
The Warriors making a switch here. Looney's checked in. Warriors trail by 3. Here's Poole. 8 points for him. Top of the key, Looney. Outside Curry. Just 5 on the clock. Fires the 3. Rebounded by D. D's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. The pass to Levine. Carter left side to the inside. And they pick up 2. And that's 19 points for D.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, the Warriors may have some injuries that they're going to deal with this season, but they're going to do it in a dynamic new building, Chase Center in San Francisco. The more than $1 billion, that's with a B, dollar arena is hopefully going to generate revenue for the team off the floor and allow them to keep some great players in uniform on the floor. It's going to be state-of-the-art here in Golden State as the team moves from Oakland after spending more than 4 decades playing at Oracle Arena.
DA, as you and I were talking, they hate to leave where they've been so successful in Oakland, but this building is amazing. Thank you. Looney with the bucket. Bill, some people feel Steph is already the 2nd greatest point guard of all time. What would he need to do to pass Magic Johnson?
Well, he's not. I don't think he needs to pass to Oscar Robertson first, I would say, who was incredible and was the best guard of the 60s. I don't know if he's a point guard, I guess would be my big argument with that. I always look at Steph like he's just a guard.
Oh, the power on that throwdown!
Wow. Such a big-time athlete. Levine makes the hardest moves look easy.
Warriors trail by 7. They can use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Sinks the three-pointer. Curry's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Levine, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And the foul called on the Golden State Warriors.
Just a great job picking his spots, where to be aggressive. Levine drawing fouls at a higher rate these days.
Damian Lee, he's checked in for the Warriors. And a change for the Bulls. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Carter. Pass to Green. Back to Curry. Outside, Green. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Green's got 5 points in the quarter.
Boy, you have to respect how aggressive Draymond Green is. If he's got the ball in his hands, he's ready to fire.
Pass to D. From down low. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Curry's shot is off. And so White will bring it up for the Bulls. 1:31 left in the second quarter. D guarded by Kerr. The shot's good from D. D's got 21.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Well, Bill, I know you've got to run. Marvelous to have you on the program. Wish we could do it more often.
Let's do it right now. I don't have to run. Can I stay?
Yes, you can
All
always
right.
stay.
I don't want to leave.
You have a free ticket here anytime you want.
I want to stay, please.
The microphone's always open.
Thank you.
Well, Doris, you read most reporters. They try to stay impartial, but not Bill Simmons.
I think that's what makes him special, Kevin, right? He has his own lens through which he sees things, and he is unafraid to give you his opinion.
Curry against White. That is good. And the Bulls lead is get down to 2 as they get the bucket from Curry.
Boy, Steph Curry balances that perimeter game with the ability to get to the cup. This guy is tough to guard on the drive.
Pass to Levine. And Levine with the slam.
Let's remember, Zach LaVine is a former dunk contest winner. Allow him to get that position and turn the lights out.
27 seconds left to play here in the half. White against Curry. The pass to Looney. Some nice passing by Golden State here. And the call will be against D. That'll be his second foul of the game. Thompson with it. 6 points for him. From deep three-point range, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Jay, a lot of scoring from you in the first half. What are you guys doing offensively that's allowed you to be so successful?
You know what? I think I had some good matchups, and I felt very comfortable with it early on. My teammates have been, looking for me, and I'm guessing the defense will throw me some different looks coming up. But I'll just adjust.
Well, that's what the game up here is about, making adjustments. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Killing it tonight, Shea.
Thanks, Coach.
Love the intensity. You get an open look, keep taking it, all right? That's what I want to see. Stay aggressive.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. We're seeing tremendous gameplay from D.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
That takes a level of aggression and a level of focus, and he has brought it all night thus far.
So for Chicago right now, White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Wendell Carter is out there with D, and it's Porter in at the 3 spot.
Now, Zach LaVine is a solid passer. This guy entered the league as a point guard, puts it on the money there.
Doris, as you always say, there is a grace in handling wins and losses in this game, isn't there?
You know what, Kevin? There's an old saying that winning and losing are imposters, that it's everything to do with how you react to constant learning and growing experiences. And listen, everybody wants to win, but can you experience losing with grace and dignity? Can you embrace the joy of pure competition? To me, that's one of the beautiful things about the NBA. Men handle heartbreak and joy and set an example for the next generation. It's beautiful.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. Up top, Curry. White covering. Thompson outside for the 3. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
Boy, when the three-pointer's falling as efficiently as Klay Thompson is capable of making it, it is really hard on a defense.
Levine kicks to White. Green with the block.
A valuable, dogged defender, Draymond Green doing his thing.
Thompson with it, now guarded by D. Outside Curry. Wiggins from outside. No good on that one. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. White finds Levine. Back to White. D covered by Wiggins. Here's D, and the layup's good off the glass. D's got 25 points.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
At the elbow, it's Wiggins. To the paint, here's Green. Nice D from D.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Wiggins passes to Looney. Porter against Wiggins. Outside, Green. He dishes it to Curry. Over Porter. Chicago grabs the miss.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins. Bulls shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. The Warriors making a switch here. Free throw off from D.
Well, the commitment to winning for the Golden State Warriors certainly begins at the top of the organization, right, guys? Ownership has made it very clear money will not be an issue in retaining their stars.
White, wide open. He fired. Second shot opportunity. The layup good by Porter. Porter's got the lead up to 11 now for the Bulls.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. And the Warriors ownership saying they want this organization to be more than a basketball team, Doris. What do you take that to mean?
I think it means, Kevin, probably the popularity of a great team can be leveraged, right? Via marketing, via media, technology, real estate. Those other revenue streams enable them to sustain this big payroll.
Porter, no luck. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Passes to Thompson. Outside Curry. Pass to Wiggins. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Here's White. That's in there. Carter with the assist. White's got 12 points in the game.
And you have got to honor White on the perimeter. Once he gets comfortable from there, it's going to be bad news for the defense.
Timeout called the Warriors.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Now Curry. 9 points in the game so far. 12 seconds left in the third quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go with a 3. And the 3 ball is good. He's got 12.
Well, I'll tell you, there are few shooters who can keep their composure against that kind of defense. But how about Steph Curry? That's a tough shot.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. It's Chicago leading by 17. We've got more in store for you right after this. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates, Greg. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Steph Curry's out there with Lee. Then it's Wiggins. Then there's Draymond Green. And it's Thompson in at the 3, the small forward. That's good from D. Doris, you've said this often. It is incredibly difficult to compare guys of different positions in different eras, isn't it?
It really is. There's so many discussions about who's the GOAT, who's the greatest of all potential time. And there are certain names that are always going to pop to the top of the list, LeBron James. But it's very difficult to me.
Doris, what about that dunk?
That was special. My goodness. Yeah, this is a little bit of showmanship right there, from his nifty handle to the way he finishes. Nicely done by Zach.
Lee outside. Pass to Wiggins. Curry against White. The pass to Thompson. Back to Curry. It's tipped, and it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. And the Warriors making a change here. Looney's checked in. Shot clock at 6. Wiggins drives in. Here's Green. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, there's a certain hunger to the way Draymond Green approaches an NBA game, and that in and of itself is a skill. You know, simply stated, Draymond Green is an elite defender, one of the best in the game. But what's incredible to me is that he's able to accomplish everything he does on that end of the floor while being undersized in almost every one of his matchups.
No good from D. The Warriors have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Curry kicks to Wiggins. Golden State moving it around. Curry outside. And it's Chicago with the rebound. And I know a lot of fans will wonder why centers just don't shoot over Draymond Green. Well, Doris, as you know, it's not that simple.
You're right, Kevin. Draymond, it's his competitive spirit. It's his willingness to hold his ground on the block, and it is very difficult to score on him. Why? Well, great length, great anticipation. This guy is flat out competitive and wants to challenge anyone, anywhere.
Porter with it. Picked up by Thompson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
I love the mentality for Porter. Gets inside and goes right at the defender.
First, do you have high hopes for the new draft lottery system to keep every team competitive to the very end of the season?
Well, one of the keys in implementing this new draft lottery system was to make sure that the bottom 3 teams were given equal opportunity to get that top draft choice. I think you did see it have some effect.
At the line for Warriors, Stephen Curry with 1.
The free throw drops for Curry.
I don't think it's possible to overstate just how revolutionary a player Steph Curry is because of the way he has changed the spacing on the floor. Never before have we seen a player who shape-shifts a defense like Steph does. And that is because once he crosses half court, you better guard him.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he hasn't forced much tonight, Greg. I love the efficiency he's giving to them. This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
The Bulls shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. And with the way, Doris, defenses have to adjust for Curry, it just leaves so much more space for the rest of the team.
I think coaches, Kevin, because of Steph Curry's presence, they have got to change their defensive schemes, account for spaces on the floor that traditionally you wouldn't have to account for. That puts Steph Curry in a class of his own.
The Warriors shooting from the field, 44%, not bad.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Bulls.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for D.
Boy, I thought his best work was his pursuit of the basketball. He competed for every rebound, fought for position in the paint, and never stopped working. I love it.
Down low, stolen by Bender. Randall right side. Nice D from D.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. .20 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Clock at 6. Fires from the wing. No good there. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg, in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.
Hey, what's up? It's Shaq. Listen, you've been on one the last few games. Wow. What do you think you have to do to sustain this level of production?
To sustain, we're just gonna have to stay in the same rhythm, game to game. Not overthink things too much, get points within the construction of the offense. We also have great locker room atmosphere, everyone rooting for each other. But at the same time, we keep each other grounded, keep each other humble, man. And when you do that, I think all things are good to come.
You have a lot of poise, young man. Congratulations.
Che, talk about your defense a little. What helped you lead the team in steals tonight?
I think it came down to us executing our defensive scheme really well. When everyone's in the right spot on D, it allows you to be a little bit more aggressive, knowing your guys got your back. So that's what you guys saw out there tonight.
Great. Thanks, Che.
Patty, defense wins games.
You know it.
You guys are on fire. What's been the key to your success these past few games?
Ted, you know, I think it's just everyone being in sync, I guess. You know, coaches pushing all the right buttons. We're executing on both sides of the ball, treating every possession like it matters. When you're at this level of competition, whew, there's very little that separates the best teams from the worst. So attention to detail is very, you know, it's major in this league.
Nice game, Che.
Thanks, V.
You must be looking forward to facing those guys again.
You know what? I don't know about that. We respect every team in this league. Tonight was just one of those nights where everything was working for us and nothing was working for them. That happens sometimes. But it doesn't mean we got their number or anything, all right? They got a bunch of good players over there, and we still respect them.